All right. Welcome in. We're right at the peak, man. We're right at the peak.
The walls are still up.
We're actually broadcasting from the underground bunker studio today.
This is awesome here. I can't feel my feet.
It's made to, it's pretty much like how they have at the White House. They've got a bunker and they've got a setup that looks just like the regular White House.
Right.
We are in the bunker.
Mike Davis, thank you for building this bunker.
Yeah. Apparently this is the eclipse that ends the world.
Oh. Don't let them hear you.
We're as protected as we can be here today. These are not solar eclipse approved.
Well,
but they're the best we got. Yeah.
Karl Lagerfeld said mine are good before he passed.
Okay. Oh, all right then. We've got a good show today for the last show ever in the world. We've got Brittany Brooks in studio with us.
Oh, we love her.
She was the 2024 JSL League president until about an hour from now.
Only 5 years of work.
She had a great run.
Yes.
She had a great run at this. Been training for a while to do it.
Yeah. Here it is.
So we'll talk to her. We'll talk to her about what's on the calendar here for the JSL. And what you can expect, all the good stuff coming your way, should we live past today.
That's true.
It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show.
Sure.
It was a great life, Davey.
It was awesome. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah.
One of the best chapters of my life. Appreciate
same
you.
here, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome.
All right. We love you all out there. People don't say they love you until it's too late a lot of times.
Absolutely.
We want to say we love you.
Yeah.
It was a great time with you all.
But in the afterlife, we can go to Beaux-Arts Ford.
Yes, we can. Yeah. Thank you for moving this along, sir. Much appreciated. In the afterlife, Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln will still be there. Ew. They've been here for 76 years in St. Johns County, Northeast Florida. They are here for you and your family. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their amazing parts and accessory shop. Get some extra tint on the vehicle today.
Good idea.
Actually, it's too late.
Well,
you can't. They don't have 6 minutes to do this.
That 3M stuff, that goes on pretty quick.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. Make sure you grab a signature burger at Ford's Garage while you're there.
Your last meal.
Last meal.
Delicious.
Now you're the one doing this. They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing. At Beaux-Arts Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire.
Yeah.
Also, our friends at the Bailey Group. Oh. Getting enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan doesn't matter anymore. Just kidding. It does. It's great. From
Takes
the Bailey
less
Group.
than 3 minutes.
Yeah. Should we make it through today? It's a very important thing for you to have. Yep. In fact, it can be very easy to do as well. At the Bailey Group, you're going to work with a local insurance advisor to find just the right insurance coverage for your specific needs and budget. Their goal is to make getting covered simple with no added costs and no extra fees. They handle individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. They can do that for you. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. And then Elace.
Is the place.
Elace, there it is the place that will preserve your face. From what I understand, Davey, it is very important when you are younger, like in your 30s or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to preserve and stay away from wrinkles.
Absolutely.
So start doing Botox then?
Yeah. Your face is like marble, so you have to polish it. You have to take care of it. Absolutely.
Huh. Wow.
Yep. It's like a sponge, marbly sponge.
Okay. Never how I want somebody to describe my face.
Why? If you look under a microscope.
Marbly sponge.
Yeah, that's why you got to press in, and it's a circular motion when you're putting on your skincare. Absolutely.
Sorry about this, Rita Lace. We'll do it better tomorrow.
Oh, no, they're wonderful. They're high-fiving me through the screen. Thank you, Greg. Love you, bud.
Elace is the place that will save your face. Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatment, contouring, hair services. They do it all at Elace, and they do it the best because you have high standards, and they know that. So do they. Best estheticians and clinicians and nurses working there.
In the country, I'm telling you.
They scout for that.
Yeah.
They really do. Elace.com.
Amazing.
All right, Brittany, we've left all the eclipse jokes on the table. There's none left for you, unfortunately. You are the JSL League president. Good afternoon. How are you doing
I
today?
am wonderful. It was
Okay.
it was a good what, 70 days, 75 or maybe a little bit more, 90 days. It's April, so
It's longer than the next
I'm very
person will get it
proud,
for.
yes, to have made it this far.
Okay, great.
So the baton just got passed to you, though. That's
Yeah.
pretty amazing,
Yeah.
right?
What does that mean? First, tell us.
The easiest planning year ever, I'm gonna say. Just right to
Okay.
April, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
There
This
you
has been
go.
lovely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, don't thank me. Thank the
I
eclipse.
will. Yeah. In about what, 40 seconds.
We're almost there. Yeah. Woo. All right. Well, Brittany, in real life, tell us what is JSL and what does it mean to be the JSL president?
Wow. Okay. So I love that question. Thank you. So JSL is the Junior Service League. We are of St. Augustine, but we service St. Johns County.
Okay.
We are a women's charity organization that is focused on vetted volunteerism. So we are extremely proud of having trained women in our organization who know not just how to volunteer, but to do it efficiently and effectively. So we work with numerous nonprofit organizations. We have the opportunity to really assess their needs and how can we best help them in the community.
Y'all are like the leaders of fundraising in town. Like
Thank
you really
you.
do. Like nonprofits look to you guys for innovation, creativity, and how are you going to change the game as president on your presidential year? Is there any changes we can look forward to?
Yeah, I appreciate that. So this is our 90th year. So I know, talk about the history, and then we're ending it on the 90th, right?
I know, boy.
We didn't even make it to the century.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, one thing that we've done so well the last few years that we're continuing to emphasize is taking each member and really heightening their skills. Right. I mean, we're full volunteer. There's no staff on this. We have just over 50 women that are with us now, but they're bringing to the table creative ideas we've never thought of. So I know we're going to talk about a spirit night we've got going on today, but that came from one of our brand new ladies who just joined this year. So, she came in, she's huge in her PTA. She's like, this is how we need to fundraise a little differently. Let's get creative. And being able to give these women the floor and the chance to really make a different impact for us has just been huge.
I love that.
So we're really welcoming new people, diverse backgrounds. We're all professionals doing our thing, from a job standpoint or family standpoint, but to be able to come back and bring that skill to the community, I think our nonprofits are really seeing that financial difference because we're producing big numbers now.
Yeah.
And it's all from being creative. You got to switch it up, right?
Yeah.
Change some things, change the status quo.
We talk about this all the time. There's a
Yeah.
lot of stale events. I'm going to be honest. And
Yeah.
there's some things that need to be revitalized. So that's a
Sure.
really good thing. How do you harness all that creativity that's coming towards you? That's a lot, right?
lot.
How do you hear all the 50 ladies that have all these ideas and then you make it into that everybody follows and executes with perfection?
So I start with a mimosa.
There you go. Hey, we love the honesty.
Inspiration, the spirit, baby.
Just doing what I can. But really, besides that, we've really advanced in technology. Last year's president really came in with a creative twist. We've added an app component to our league as well. So we have internal communication channels. We have an internal calendar, so we can really kind of focus our thought process and really help that creative thought or chatter stay kind of focused per topic basis. And I think that's really allowed us to have everyone be heard. If there's something coming up that they want to suggest, there's a place for that. We have our once a month meeting for a chance for people to stand up and have their free for all. So yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's always great to get as many heads in on the pot as possible.
Completely
You
agree.
just find some of the best ideas in those sessions. Yeah. So we talk about what's coming up. How about something that's been a great tradition for you guys for a long time? You guys just recently had the 40th anniversary of the Lighthouse 5K. Am I correct?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. 40th year. It's arguably, selfishly, my favorite event.
Yeah.
It's what dragged me to JSL. So fun fact, one of my first jobs in St. Augustine, so I'm born and raised, was the Lighthouse. So I worked at the gift shop. I did, I did terrible ghost tours. This was before they've completely made this incredible. So if you've never been, you have to go.
We love Sammy on this show.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a doll. Yeah.
She's a doll.
Yeah.
She's one of our faves, and she gives a BA tour.
Yeah.
So if you've never
Yeah.
been, have her be your tour guide. 40th year, but changing it up, right? So this is the first year, guys, we were a little nervous. We were a little nervous. So we're typically a night race.
Okay.
Yeah.
This has historically been a night race, a fest. We've got beer afterwards. No, we made it a morning this year.
Okay.
So we
How
were a
did
little
that go?
different. I know. We were like, oh no, are we going to have the same crowd, right?
Yeah.
We've had
Sure.
consistency. Y'all, we kicked it out of the park.
Oh, I love that.
I know. Record numbers. So we had
Cool.
over 700 people register to attend.
That's
Over
huge.
500 people cross the finish line for the 5K. And we have a fun run too. So, it was a huge event.
Yeah.
Raised over almost $20,000.
That's
That's
amazing.
so
great?
huge.
I brought you guys something.
Good for
too.
you guys.
Because I know
What?
it's the last day.
Oh,
Awesome.
I
Thank you.
wish I would have had the opportunity to wear those.
I know. So this could be like your going out shirt.
Great.
Yeah.
This will be
Awesome.
it.
Or you can use it for extra blinders in case our polarized aren't enough.
There
But
you
anyway,
go.
just as a thank you
That's
to you guys.
incredible.
Yeah,
That's
so it was
huge.
a huge event. Loved it. It was amazing. And it's really, we have 3 fundraisers a year typically. And 5K is always our first.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it really just gets all of the ladies excited. We're out in the community. It's cool out still. It's not summer hot. We're out there active for a whole day. So it was a great event.
So the $20K that you raised and the proceeds, where do they go to?
Yeah, I'm so glad that you said that. So we just recently published, if you're not familiar, Junior Service League raises money year round, and we have the chance to then donate those proceeds back to our community. So we just published our 2023 impact, and last year we raised $100,000. Yay!
Whoa,
I know
you
it's
guys.
104 and change, so I want to make sure we give that little extra credit.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's the first time we hit 6 figures. It was a huge accomplishment.
cool.
I know. So 24 nonprofit organizations in our community receive funding from that.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, yep. All stays in the community here. We have, an application process to allow new nonprofits, maybe we don't know what they're working on, that they can apply and request funding. And we've got some, standards that we all know who deserve it, right? Who continually need the help.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 24 nonprofits got some funding from us from last year.
How do
That's
you
amazing.
guys pick from, because I'm sure you have more than 24 organizations who come to you guys on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
So how do you guys find the best organizations to work with year
I'm glad
year
that
after
you
year?
mentioned that. So part of the vetting process too is really to make sure that the nonprofits who are requesting funding first have are a nonprofit, right? Are they established? Are they in the community? Are they giving that impact here? Because it's crucial to us that it affects St. Johns County, first and foremost. The second is reviewing what the need is. Where's the money going to? How's it going to be distributed? Is there a budget in mind? But we do have an application process. So if you go on our website, which is jslofstaugustine.org, there's 2 applications. One is for an end-of-year giving donation, and one is for a mid-year immediate need. So you've got something coming up. Maybe it's an event, maybe it's a fundraiser, maybe it's a school need kind of thing. We've had those recently. So there's 2 opportunities for funding, and then our board will review the applications and make an immediate decision thereafter.
So I see JSL all over the country, different chapters and stuff. Do you guys ever partner with other chapters outside of St. Johns County and do something of a bigger impact, maybe a global or a national impact?
So we can absolutely work from a community standpoint. So we actually just had the privilege of hosting 5 other Florida chapters here in St. Augustine.
Cool.
So it was a wonderful weekend of training with each other and sharing, ideas. Again, talking about how are you getting creative flows kind of going. So we had the chance to sit with these amazing women from Florida and learning what is West Palm doing, what's Orlando doing, what's Brooksville doing, and getting that chance to kind of share.
Yeah.
Since then, we actually had a pretty tragic family accident happen on 95. There was a family who was very crucially injured, and one of the moms, I believe, passed away. But she's actually, they're locals of another JSL branch.
We reported on this accident, yeah.
Yeah, so we had the privilege of working with them and sharing resources and what can we do from a community impact perspective, because it really hit both communities.
Yeah.
Right. So while we may not always be able to fund different counties, there's so much more that we can do from a volunteer, hands-on, and community support perspective.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what does the upcoming calendar look like for the rest of this year?
Right. Yeah, we stay busy.
Yeah,
We do.
it seems like it.
It can definitely be. So right now, I will say the biggest importance that we have right now is, we're the Junior Service League. So the biggest emphasis, while we are so proud to raise money and give this money back, it's the hands-on volunteering. So we do what's called Spring Into Service.
Okay.
It's our initiative that's going on right now. It's about 10 weeks long, and it's a commitment to the community to just ingest volunteer hands-on hours. So we'll do about 300 volunteer hours in that 10-week period. We've got various things throughout the community. Some are animal focused, some is education, some is historical. We just had 15 women out at the Seafood Festival this weekend pouring beers and passing out tickets and stuff.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
not a bad volunteer
It's
gig.
so much fun. Yeah, so we'll do various things like that. That's the short term. That's what's kind of going on right now for us. It's a very big emphasis until summertime.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 fall festivals that we do, one of which is our annual gala, which is in October.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Fountain of Youth.
Beautiful.
Yep. And then we also have Feel the Wheels If you guys remember, we brought that back last year.
Yes, the Ponce Mall, I believe,
It's
right?
at the Ponce Mall. Now it's Mall 2121.
That's
Okay,
right.
okay,
That's
okay.
the new
Right.
name. So, but yeah, Ponce Mall near Walmart.
Yep.
But it's a huge event and it's so much fun, right? All the kids, family focused. You come out, put your hands on stuff. We do all the STEM activities.
I thought it was cool too that you took a second for the kids that get overstimulated.
Absolutely.
They had
Quiet
like their
hour.
own quiet hour for like an
Yes.
hour. That was really
It's
cool.
nice, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're a community service, right? I mean, we got to love on everybody. And there's just that chance to let everyone feel included. Come on in, take that first hour. Because I'll tell you what, I needed that quiet hour too.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Okay. We needed that moment to just like reset anyway. But it's a great event. Music, food, entertainment, it's everything.
That's awesome.
And then tonight,
Ooh.
if we make it through
Hey.
and we're hungry thereafter, I say we all go get a bloomin' onion
Okay.
at Outback.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
on
go.
me. Okay, so Outback is doing a spirit day for us. So until 10 o'clock tonight, they are donating a portion of proceeds back to the Junior Service League. All you have to do is mention us. Your waiter will make a little note on your ticket and we'll get about 15% of that back.
That's awesome. That's
Gives you
easy.
carry out too. You don't have to go and, just in case
Good
your
to
eyes
know.
are a little hurting, you just want to do takeout and take it home.
Yes.
Yes.
We're socially awkward, so we do like the takeout. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Carry out's included. So Outback Steakhouse, that make it your plan tonight. Let's go.
Love
Oh,
it.
nice. Awesome.
It's
Very
a lot
cool.
though, a lot on the calendar.
That's good. That's good. And again, the money stays locally, which
It
is
does.
very, very cool and helps so many people in our area, which is great.
Yep.
Brittany, where can people find you guys? What's the website, social medias, contact numbers, all that good stuff?
Yeah, we are all over social media. I am thankfully not the poster of social media because your girl does barely know how to make a real video. But we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are on TikTok. So you can look up Junior Service League of St. Augustine. Otherwise, our website is jslofstaugustine.org.
Brittany, right before you bust out of here, we get questions all the time in comments on how can I get my kid or my young student involved with organizations. What's like the rules of JSL? When can somebody be, and do you have to only be from St. Johns County?
Yeah, I appreciate that. So you do not only have to be from St. Johns County. We have a 30-mile radius. So we do have people who come from South or West or from Jacksonville. So as long as you're 30 miles outside of the county radius, you can apply for membership. It is women focused only. We are a women organization with a minimum age of 25 and no maximum. But to your point, though, we have plenty of people who bring children, bring their young adults, or maybe they're not 25 yet and they still want involvement. We always welcome them to come to our service events that we have going on, get a preview of what JSL is about. The 5K had more high school volunteers there than we've ever expected. So
Nice.
just reach out to us. Our email's on our website as well, or hit us up on social media. We'd love to have you come out.
Incredible leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Brittany Brooks,
So awesome.
2024 JSL League President.
Let's go this year, JSL. I'm pumped. She was great.
Yeah.
Great chat, man.
They're doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff, too.
Yes.
And hey, speaking of fun, how about our friends at the Old Town Trolley? You can sit back and relax as their licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history, culture, and old world charm while you experience unforgettable views on their open air trolleys. You can enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, and the sights such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. 90-minute tour, 22 stops, 100 points of interest, and you can use that ticket all day for on and off boarding. Anytime you need to hop off and hop back on.
It's a way to do it.
You're good. The green trains, we love them. You will too.
And you'll love All-American Air. Let's talk about something we take very seriously when you're not looking at the eclipse. Air conditioning and heating. We're talking about being left in a hot mess of humidity? No way! Call Steve Chapman's All-American Air. They take great pride in making you a customer for life. They can match any price. But let's be real. No one matches their quality and service and their vibe, of course. It's your filters gray. It's time for a change today. Give Steve Chapman's All-American Air a call. Get on one of those maintenance plans, 904-461-0070.
And of course, if you're enjoying some wine for the eclipse,
Oh, yes, Bacchus. Let's go.
you're doing it wrong if you're not doing it at Bin 39. Great spot to enjoy some time. Friends, family, get-togethers of any sort. Hang out on their patio and just sip the day away.
Might save your life on this eclipse. if you
Might
go
save
to
your
bed.
life
Yeah,
on this eclipse. Yeah,
definitely.
your glass is up. The wine is blocking the
It's the- yeah,
deadly rays
the
from coming into your
antioxidants.
eyes.
Choo, choo, choo,
Antioxidants,
choo,
sure,
choo.
all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Over 95 wines to sample or to take home.
That's it.
Pretty awesome.
Force field of life. Perfect.
There you go. The force field of life at 39. You can call them and ask them questions or just stop by, but you can call them at 827-5740. All right, horoscopes.
Oh, boy.
Let's see what's on tap for the rest of your life. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini on deck for this last day of the planet. Blake, let's get it going, man. All right. Aries, your boundless energy today makes you resemble a runway train on a caffeine binge. A runaway train on a caffeine binge. What's a runway train, Pete?
That sounds like unhinged, though.
It's a little unhinged. Try challenging this fever into activity. Fervor.
There it is.
I shouldn't do this with glasses on. I'm blaming it
On the
blaming it on the glasses.
Definitely. The eclipse it threw you off. This is the
Into
end.
activities that don't scare neighborhoods. Maybe take up silent disco in your living room. There we go. Taurus. Today, you're like a majestic tree, rooted in place, serene, and utterly unwilling to move.
Great.
Even if a forest fire, or opportunity, is heading your way. Your dedication to immobility is both awe-inspiring and slightly concerning.
Yeah, stay rooted.
And Gemini, finally. The dual aspects of your personality are in full swing, leading you to debate yourself on every decision. It's like a tennis match where both players are you, and every serve is a curveball. Whoa.
Who's going to win, the good wolf or the bad wolf?
You're right.
I'll tell you who's going to win. It's 80s prom party fundraiser happening for Island Prep. This is open to the public. This is coming up this Wednesday. Dust off your taffeta and break out your crimper.
What?
Yeah, come join them for a night filled with a lot of fun. Catering by The Perch. We love them over there. Tickets are a great fundraiser going to Ronald McDonald House and, of course, Island Prep scholarships. Check them out, islandprep.ticketspice.com. I'll put that in comments for everybody. Yeah, back to the 80s. It's like a prom party. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Everybody likes those.
This will be this Wednesday again, April 10th, 6 p.m. at the San Sebastian Winery. Very
nice.
cool. Yeah,
Classy.
Come on, pop in. Hey, second Thursday of every month, it's the Young Professional Small Business Owners of St. Augustine meeting.
Okay.
Very important. You can check that out at Dog Rose or park over at the Leitner Museum. It's free to attend, hang out, and be in the room with like-minded entrepreneurs and business owners. This starts at 6 p.m. and ends around 8. It's a really fun social thing. It's been around for a long time. There's some great tradition there. Some great businesses are represented. So check them out at the Young Professionals Organization, St. Augustine chapter.
Yeah, great group of people.
Yeah. Hey, finally today, just a reminder, third annual Hometown Heroes Ride is this weekend. I want everybody to show up and show out. We saw how emotional that interview was. It was very, very meaningful. I think it's a really important event to just to go and be a spectator and support those wonderful people doing some great work at Hometown Heroes Ride. Again, Saturday, April 13th, and that's happening out over on the Outlet Mall Boulevard. We know where that is. So yeah, check them out on Facebook for more information on how much it is. I think it's $25 per bike to ride.
Right.
First 300 bikes will get a ride t-shirt. Of course, lunch will be provided upon the return. This is an incredible event. Go check that out. Hometown Heroes Ride.
Yeah, definitely, man. Good people.
Yeah.
And hey, you'll feel like a good person even if you're not. You'll feel like a great person after you leave Panache.
There it is. Personality reset.
There you go. That's exactly it. They opened their doors to be a cut above the rest in 1987. Long time ago.
Life was easy.
Yeah, boy, life was so much easier back then.
Right.
But they've adapted. And even though your life is tough, you can still walk out of there looking and feeling like $1 million.
Yes.
They have a carefully chosen and highly trained staff.
Michelle loves this.
There's always that, like, twice a year I slip and say highly trained staff.
And demotivated, yeah.
And demotivated. I say demotivated a lot more. That's a tough one for me. They're going to exceed your expectations. Check them out at the Love Your Mother Eco Fashion Show, happening April 27th.
Yes.
Get your tickets at getpanache.com.
Hey, get over to the United Way of St. Johns County and be a champion for our community. Just like the JSL, together they create opportunities, foster education, and improve the lives of those in need. The United Way of St. Johns County is always at the catalyst of change, bringing together businesses, volunteers, and organizations to tackle the toughest challenges that face our community. Check out what they can do for you. They have an incredible scholastic book program that's going on. See if you can volunteer or some of your funding. Go to unitedway-sjc.org.
All right, man. What else you got on tap for us?
Okay, these are times when people forgot something and ended up hilariously in unfortunate circumstances.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
This first one, my daughter decided to give Captain Beans some catnip. She forgot to put the bag away. I came home and he's on the stove there. Yeah. Wow.
What are you doing home?
Yeah, right? Huh. Next up, my husband was supposed to buy a new broom. My husband forgot. I told him to figure out how to sweep the kitchen, so he's currently leaf blowing the kitchen floor.
Hey, you know what? You figure it out.
Makes sense to me, right?
Yeah.
Next up, coming into work to discover that someone left the ice machine's door overnight. Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
sucks.
Nasty. Next up, my brother used his phone as a flashlight for a customer's car and forgot about it. It stayed in place for about 15 miles, and even freeway driving, not a scratch on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, notice it's an iPhone. Next up, we have an automated parking system, and my neighbor forgot to close his door.
Oh,
Crunch.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
But how do you forget to close your door?
I know. What are you doing? What's in your life? Jeez. Next up, forgot to take my Coke out of the freezer. Ugh, it's like a sculpture.
I had that happen with beer once. Didn't realize you couldn't put a beer bottle in the freezer.
Yeah, it kind of explodes. Yeah.
Oh.
Next up, this reminds me of when my old roommate left her curly fries in the oven and fell asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good. Next up, just sat down for a 6-hour flight. This would
Oh.
tick me off. I would be fuming.
That's
Not
rough.
good. Next up, didn't notice this 30 seconds before my 4-hour Zoom call. Forgot to put coffee in the machine just to yeah, I've done
you
this.
can't go into the Zoom call uncaffeinated.
Just get a tea bag and pray it has some caffeine in it.
Oof.
Next up, I rented a car and somebody forgot the lockbox in the back seat. Somebody got fired that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That person just got a bunch of free cars.
Definitely.
Dang. All right. Good stuff, man. Well, if any of the rest of the world can still see us,
May the force be with you.
there you go. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.